Within minutes of playing Sea of Stars, two words popped into my mind: Chrono Trigger, and composer Yasunori Mitsuda's music was immediately captivating. You're able to start as either Zale, a blade dancer born on the summer solstice as presented in the character select screen, or Valere, a monk born on the winter solstice on your journey. But it was pretty evident in the brief demo you can swap in between the characters at camps, and it doesn't really matter who you choose to start. The game is clearly retro-inspired and sticks to a more faithful representation of that era versus the 2D HD trope that is becoming more and more prevalent in games like Octopath Traveler or its upcoming sequel. The dialogue was presented with a subtle sound effect which reminded me of Link to the Past for any fans of early Zelda titles, and there's no voiceover either, which I didn't think hurt the experience and only added to the retro feel. There's also survival elements like picking up herbs and cooking food at your campsites, as well as being able to save, and yes, there are save points here. And also a nice touch to hear a spooky story at camp, or you can always listen later. The overworld map gave a broader view of the region, switching to smaller characters on screen to show the scale of the map and traverse in between locales, foreshadowing what might be next. Aside from main locations like towns, the demo also has a fishing lake available, and though I only spent a few minutes at the lake, it proved easy enough to catch and fillet a few fish. The actual battle system I really enjoyed also. Again, going for a more traditional turn-based RPG system, you'll have your party members Zale, Valere, and Garl on screen, and to my delight, so far the demo did not include any random battles. I could see all the enemies on screen and was happy to know I was getting experience along the way, even leveling up early on. There's a very intuitive level up interface as well that shows your characters one by one and offers attributes you can level up: physical attack, magical defense, and the like. You all start with your standard hit points and magic points that are used for special attacks. And even though it is turn-based, some of the moves felt a little more in the moment, as the game does include timed hits to try to block while defending, or adding a little more strength in your attacks. Not only that, but some of the special attacks I found very exciting, specifically Valere's Moonerang attack, which can get pretty fast, and you can tap A to try to deflect the Moonerang in between enemies for some major damage, which proved very satisfying. You do have to walk around to grab any treasures that the enemies drop during battle, but the pace of the characters is at a steady jog, and this was hardly a nuisance for me. Added bonus, any regular attacks actually recover MP, as well as generating these live mana charges that you can absorb to boost your next attack. Some enemies will display locks above their heads, showing what type of damage you can deal to break the locks and weaken the enemy's attack, or possibly cancelling it altogether. And the demo offers a great in-depth look at the combat on how to survive in general, preparing you for the glimpse of the journey ahead. Garl also has a nice Nourish skill that can be used to heal your allies while in battle, and supporting characters along the way like this peck dancing guy gave me a few laughs, and I'm sure there's a lot more of them to look forward to in the full game. Overall, the demo gave me a very good feel for the game, offering a small town to roam around and buy equipment and items in, a dungeon area with some puzzles, as well as a modestly challenging boss fight. The characters are fun, the music is great, and in my opinion, any RPG fans should add this to their list when the full game releases in 2023. Thanks for watching. If you found the content valuable, please consider clicking subscribe to help the channel grow, and I'll see you in the next one. On shot first.